without further ado, it's time to bring the man himself up here in front, making his first appearance here in the Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm round to the new Philippine men's national football team head coach, Sir Albert Capellas. Sir Albert, perhaps a few words from you, a message to all the Filipino people who are supporting the team and are excited for the journey we are taking together.
Magandang umaga. Kumusta kayo? Okay. First, thank you very much for a very nice welcome in the Federation. I want to say personal thank you to John, to Freddy, also to Miguel. That's the ones that contact me the first. I met Freddy in the past for different reasons in Barcelona, that we already had the connection and we clicked very quick. And when he came with a chance to be the new national team coach and he explained to me the project, I said yes very fast. It was a very easy decision. I'm very happy to be here. I hope I can help with my experience, with my knowledge, with my hard work to Philippine football to grow, to share all these experiences to make the national team better. I hope I can achieve the expectations that the national team has for the future. We talk about we want to change the way of playing. I was in Malaysia already, that the second game against Tajikistan, we already start to implement the new way of playing that I think a lot of people start to see how we want to play football. Our way of playing is based in three values, that without these three values we cannot achieve our aims. The first one is honesty, that everything what we do in the national team, we have to have the chance to look in the eyes that we are trying to do the right thing for the national team. That is about commitment, that everybody has to have the commitment to do their best for the national team, the players, the staff, the people in the federation, everybody around, because we need their commitment, 100% commitment, if we want to achieve the aims that we are looking for. And finally, the courage, because we have to take decisions in the way that we want to play, in the way that we want to organize the national team. We have to make changes, and you need courage. I am a coach that I never lose a game before a game, maybe after, but I always think that before the game I always have the chance to win the next game. Philippines is a big country with 115 millions, and I'm 100% sure that there are very good players out there. I already scout a lot of them, and I have seen some players with a lot of quality that can help us to play in the way that we want to play, that we want to play more from the back, to build up the game. We want to avoid long balls without sense. We want to have better ball position. We want the opponent to run more, and we want to destructurate them. Also, we want to create more chances. We want to win the ball back as quick as possible. When we lose the ball, that means we want to press forward, to press high, to try to pick up the ball closer to the opponent goal. And also, we want to play offensive, that we want to create chances. This is something that we will try to do, and now it's about my job to find the right players to achieve this. That means I will look for players who are high technical level, who are smart, fast thinking, who can handle the pressure, because to play in that way we will need courage. And it's not a romantic way to play football. I think it's the best way to have more chances, to increase the chances to win more games. I want to say thank you to all the clubs who has released the players to join the national team, and also all the players who had the commitment to join us. Here in the national team, we only want players who are 100% commitment to join this project. I hope it will be fun. I hope it will be new times that it will be very amazing to join this project. And I only can promise you one thing, is hard work and do the best decisions myself for the Federation, to help John, to help Freddy, Mikel, to achieve the big aims that they have for the future of the national team.
Because you will have a lot of young players that we will need to develop in the national team. So how will you approach that? Because there are a lot of promising players in the national team that you've seen already, in fact, in Merdeka. So what can you say? I mean, given your background as a developmental coach, as a one who is able to nurture somebody like Andres to become, a superstar in football, how will you approach our own players, our younger players?
First is always a combination. In a team you need older players, players with in their best age to play football, that is 28, 29, 30 years old, but also you always need young players. And at the end it's about the talent, because there are players who are ready with 17, 18 years old, 19 years old, already to perform in a high level. You can see that with Lamine Yamal, for example, in Spain. But also there are players that maybe they are ready when they are 22, 23. That it depends how mature they are, not only in the way that they play football, but also in the way that they think in their personal life. That means I will look at them, I love talent, I love players who have talent, and I feel that they are ready to join us, and they can bring value, and they can help the national team to be part of it. I don't have any problem to bring young talents. And of course, we will work together with Norman to help the young players, also with the 23 national team, to follow their careers and also to give the tips to help them what they have to behave, how they have to play. We tell them how we want to play in the national team, that they can show us that they are ready to perform for us. That means we will help them, giving them information what we expect from them to accelerate the process, that if they have a lot of talent, that they can join us as soon as possible.
Last question, and we'll give way to our colleagues. Again, relatively to what you have seen so far of the national men's football team, can you give us an overview of your personal assessment, having seen them play in Malaysia? Just for offhand, not necessarily going deeper into the details, but what can you see that are positives and what, in other words, the pros and cons? Thank you very much.
First, in Merdeka Cup, I was very happy for one thing, because we had 3 days to change the way of playing. Freddy knows that all the work that we did with the meetings with the players, and when I saw the game against Tajikistan, I already started to show a lot of things that are aligned in the way that we want to play. That means we had much more courage to press forward. We had much more courage to the 5-second rule after losing the ball, to try to win the ball as quick as possible. We had longer ball possession. That Tajikistan is the team that he loves to have the ball, and we got 55% of ball possession. That means we beat them in ball possession. And also I saw a lot of players that could play in that way, and they love it. I saw the faces of the players at the end of the game, that they were happy, they were inspired, and they were proud in the way that they played that game. And that, it gives me a lot of hope. And of course, when you change the way of playing, it's not always like this. There is ups and downs, and we know that now new players are coming in, that there are several players that will join the national team. That means we'll give them the opportunity to show how they fit in this way of playing. And I'm very positive, but also the players that I saw outside, that some of them, they don't have still Philippine passport. McCartney, Randy Snyder's, Phoenix Peterson. There is a lot of players out there that they don't have the passport, that we would love to convince them to join Philippine countries. And I will do my best, we will do in the Federation our best to help them. But for that we have to deserve it. That means we have to play good, we have to have a fantastic atmosphere, and then I'm sure that we will get a lot of them that they will love to join the Philippine national teams. That I'm very positive, but I just arrived and I'm sure that it will be ups and downs. It's a long term.
I saw that this is your first time back in Asia after 5 years. So 5 years on, how did you see the Asian football scene evolve, and how will you use that to your advantage now that you're coaching the national team for the Philippines?
Okay, I've been in China, in Chongqing, 1 year with Jordi Cruyff, and was my first experience in Asian football. We have a lot of people who is working in Asia in different countries, and I know because Barcelona, of course, is a city of football, and we have coaches all over the world. For me, it's very exciting to know more about Asian football. I like complexity. Of course, the aims that we have in the Philippines are not easy. We know that, but I know they are working very hard, and I like complexity. That means I know we are 748 in the ranking FIFA, and now we will do our best to push up the Philippine country in that ranking, and we have to do a lot of things well. And the first thing I have to do is understand Asian football, that I have to watch a lot of games from Asia, the rhythm of the game, the way that they defend, the way that they attack, the character of the players, also the referees, the way that they referee the games. Is a lot of information that I don't have too much time to put everything in my brain, but I will do my best. And for me, it's exciting. I've been in Bundesliga, I've been in Eredivisie, I've been in Spanish football, in Danish football, in Israel, in China. I like complexity. It's a fantastic opportunity for me to know more about the game. I'm sure Asian football will make me better coach. I will learn a lot of things from Asian football, for sure, and I will try to deliver my best.
Coach Albert, one for you. Freddie mentioned the style of play that he wants the both teams to adopt. Can you give us your idea of the identity you want the men's team to have in the next few months under your tutelage, and of course how you would like the national team to be seen around the region with regards to the way you play and the way you approach the game?
First, that is one of the main reasons that I am here, because I saw a strong belief in the way that the Federation, Freddie wants to play in the future. That is why he came to me, because I cannot play in another way. That if you think that I will play defensively, and then they have to fire me, because it's not me. And we talk about honesty, and then we cannot work together. That means in this aspect we are very aligned. I can talk hours about the way of playing, but I will try to make it very short. The thing is, of course, we want technical players who are capable to have the ball, that nobody is afraid to have a ball. I accept a player who can make a mistake, but I don't accept a player who doesn't want the ball. That is a very big difference, because if you want to play football, everybody has to feel comfortable having the ball. That means I need players with personality, that they feel confidence. Football is a game of mistakes. We know that, and we will help them to make as less mistakes as possible. That is our job. But everybody, I need the commitment of everybody that they want the ball. Then, of course, we will try to play the long balls, especially these long balls without no sense. Sometimes you have to play long balls to surprise the opponent, or to put balls behind the defense line, or maybe because you want to switch the play to the other side, but there is always a purpose behind. That is why the players have to learn when they have to play short passes, when they have to play second line passes, or third line passes, when they have to play longer. And we have to teach them to choose the right moment. And this is about timing, this is about the small details that we talked before. And I don't know why coaches will say small details, because they are the important ones, and are the ones who make the difference. That is why for me they are big details. I think
That was the short version.
Yeah, that was a short version. No, Coach Albert, I was going to say, you're making my job easier when I commentate your names in the future. So,
yeah, but I tell you one thing. I love when the journalists know the way that we play.
no, absolutely.
Because also then you talk with more sense, with more knowledge. And then when you criticize the team, there is more information behind, and I accept that. And but for me, I am open coach, that I like to tell you how I play, and also I like that the opponents knows how I like to play.
Yeah.
Because then they will adapt. and they will have 3 days to adapt the way that we play, and we have different years to develop our way of playing. That I hope, please ask questions about the way of playing, and I would love to answer.
We'll do that after the press conference, Coach.